Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive.
Always exciting.
And today, we're going to be diving deep into Garry Kasparov.
Oh, wow. Garry Kasparov.
Using excerpts from an article called Garry Kasparov, the King of Chess and the Champion of Change.
Interesting title.
Yeah. So we're going to be exploring not just the chess legend,
right,
but the man
behind the moves.
and behind all those moves.
Yeah.
Kasparov's life.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
He really is.
Like constant evolution, you know?
Exactly.
Like, imagine going from a chess prodigy battling Cold War pressures
Wow, yeah.
to a world champion, then taking on a supercomputer,
That's crazy.
and then challenging a really powerful government.
Like that.
And Garry Kasparov.
It's a lot.
It is.
Yeah, so his story isn't just the chessboard. It's about
Right.
resilience facing like seemingly impossible challenges.
Yeah.
And using those challenges
Growth.
for growth, exactly.
Yeah.
So let's start at the beginning.
Okay.
Kasparov mastered chess
Mastered it.
at 6 years old. In the Soviet Union, during the Cold War,
During the Cold War.
chess was like a symbol of intellectual superiority.
Oh,
It was
absolutely.
a battleground in the Cold War.
You know?
So his victories carried so much weight
They did.
beyond like a normal child's game.
Right. It wasn't just a game, right?
It really wasn't.
Yeah, his talent was undeniable.
Oh, yeah.
But the context, it adds another layer
Right.
to his story. You know,
Absolutely.
imagine the pressure,
Oh, my God.
the expectations
I can't even imagine.
on this young boy.
Right. Like he
Oh,
wasn't
right.
just playing for himself.
He was representing his whole nation.
A whole nation's aspirations.
Exactly.
You know, the article talks about like
Yeah.
his training,
Oh, yeah.
rigorous training, his work ethic.
But how much of that
But how much of that
was driven by passion?
was passion versus the external pressures?
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be both, right? I mean,
No.
it's hard to imagine. I mean, that drive led him to defeat Anatoly Karpov and become the youngest world chess champion in history
At 22.
at just 22.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
And that victory wasn't just about skill.
No.
It was a changing of the guard
Oh, wow.
in the chess world.
Okay, so it sounds like his rivalry with Karpov was more than just
Oh, absolutely.
playing chess.
Yeah.
You know, the article describes their matches as like these intense psychological battles.
They were famous for that.
Can you elaborate on that a bit?
Yeah, their matches were legendary.
Yeah.
Filled with these mind games and this like strategic brilliance.
Wow.
And Kasparov was known for his like aggressive style,
Uh-huh.
and he would introduce new strategies and tactics.
Yeah, he's like
He kept his opponents on edge.
really changing up the game.
Yeah, he pushed the boundaries of what was considered possible in chess.
Wow.
I mean, he really captivated audiences worldwide.
So it sounds like he thrived in high pressure
Oh, yeah, he did.
environments, but even
Even the best.
someone as brilliant as Kasparov faces setbacks.
They do.
Thinking, of course, of his match against Deep Blue,
Deep Blue. Oh, yeah.
the IBM supercomputer in 1997.
1997, that was a big year.
Yeah.
That match wasn't just about Kasparov. It was
Right.
about humanity's relationship with technology.
Oh, wow.
The world watched as man battled machine,
Man versus machine.
you know, and it raised these questions
Right.
about artificial intelligence, you know, and its impact on human capabilities.
Yeah, I mean, that must have been just a crushing defeat,
Yeah.
losing to a computer.
How do you come back from that?
Right. So how did he?
A lot of people saw it as a symbolic loss for humanity.
Yeah.
But Kasparov, he turned it into a learning opportunity.
Interesting.
He really delved deeper into the world of AI.
So he didn't shy away from it.
Not at all. He was like, I need to understand this.
Wow.
He didn't do it with fear.
Right.
He did it with a desire to understand its potential.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he didn't retreat from technology. He embraced it.
He embraced it. You know, he saw the match against Deep Blue as like a wake-up call.
Right.
It was a chance to explore the intersection
Yeah.
of human and artificial intelligence
Yeah.
and advocate for its responsible development.
That's amazing. And that kind of leads us to
does.
a really fascinating
It does.
turn in Kasparov's journey.
Okay.
He moves from the world of chess into the world of politics.
Oh, wow.
He became a really vocal critic of Putin's regime,
At that time, that was very risky.
which was incredibly risky,
Yeah.
especially that time.
It was.
So this is where we see Kasparov's courage.
I mean, just incredible.
Yeah.
He risked his safety, his reputation,
Wow.
to speak out against injustice.
Yeah. And the political climate in Russia at that time was volatile.
It was.
Yeah. Dissent was met with severe consequences.
Absolutely.
I mean, he faced arrests and constant intimidation tactics.
And still,
But he refused to be silenced.
he wouldn't be.
He could have stayed silent
He could have.
and enjoyed a comfortable life.
Oh, yeah.
But he chose to fight for democracy and human rights.
He did.
I mean, it's inspiring, but also a bit terrifying to think about
Yeah,
the risks he was taking.
absolutely.
In 2005, he founded the United Civil Front,
Okay.
an organization dedicated to promoting democratic reforms in Russia.
Wow.
And this wasn't just about personal beliefs.
No.
This was about actively trying to change the system,
Yeah. Wow.
trying to change the system.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, grand pronouncements and stuff.
All right.
It was grassroots organizing,
Right.
connecting with people, building a movement.
Wow.
He knew that challenging an authoritarian regime
Yeah.
like Putin's wouldn't be easy,
No.
but he was determined to make a difference.
It takes a different kind of courage.
Oh, it does.
Right? Totally
Uh-huh.
different.
It's one thing to speak your mind,
Yeah.
but to actively organize and mobilize people
Uh-huh.
makes you wonder, how did his background in chess prepare him for this type of challenge?
Well, I mean, chess is a game of strategy, anticipating your opponent's moves,
Right.
planning your own accordingly.
Uh-huh.
And those skills are transferable to politics.
Yeah, I could see that.
He had to be strategic
Right.
in his activism, navigating a complex
Right.
and often dangerous landscape.
It's almost like he was
Yeah.
playing a real-life game of chess
Yeah.
with much higher stakes.
Yeah.
And just like in chess,
Yeah.
there were setbacks in his political life, too.
There were.
He faced criticism,
Oh, yeah. Even
from those who supported his cause,
from his supporters. Yeah.
questioning, whether his political involvement was overshadowing his chess career.
Right. Some people argued that he was spreading himself too thin,
Yeah.
that his focus should remain on chess.
Interesting.
But Kasparov saw them as interconnected.
Right.
He believed that his platform as a chess champion
Yeah.
gave him this unique opportunity
Wow.
to advocate for his beliefs.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And it's a reminder that even someone as accomplished as Kasparov
He's human.
faces doubts and criticism.
He's human.
Right. But it seems like he always found a way to turn
He did.
setbacks into opportunities for growth.
He doesn't shy away from failures.
Interesting.
He embraces them.
Wow.
As part of the learning process, one of his famous quotes
Yeah.
is, "We can't be afraid of failure. It's part of the journey."
I love that.
Yeah.
So true.
And this perspective is evident
Yeah.
in his response to Deep Blue and
Wow.
the challenges he faced in his political activism.
It's so easy to get discouraged when things don't go our way.
Oh, yeah.
But Kasparov's story is a powerful reminder that
It is.
setbacks are inevitable.
They are.
It's how we respond to them
It is how you respond.
that matters.
Yeah. And this brings us to another
Regret.
fascinating aspect of his life.
Okay.
His writing.
He's ready.
He's not just a chess player
Right.
and a political activist.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a prolific author.
I have to admit, I was surprised to learn about his books.
A lot of people are.
What kind of things does he write about?
He's written extensively on chess strategy, of course.
Of course.
But also on broader topics like decision-making,
Okay.
leadership, and the role of technology in society.
Interesting. Is there a connection
Oh, yeah.
between his writing and his other pursuits?
Big time. Yeah. His book,
Okay.
How Life Imitates Chess,
Okay.
is a great example. He uses chess principles
Okay.
to illustrate broader life lessons
Wow.
about strategy, risk-taking, and learning from mistakes.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Like he's saying that the skills he honed
Mm-hmm.
on the chessboard are applicable
They are.
to all aspects of life.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And his interest in technology, which was sparked by Deep Blue,
Right.
continues to inform his writing and speaking engagements.
Uh-huh.
He's become a leading voice
Ah.
on the ethical implications
Right.
of artificial intelligence.
He's come full circle,
Yes.
right? From battling a supercomputer
Yeah.
to advocating for the responsible development of AI.
Full circle.
It speaks to his willingness to...
To adapt and evolve.
He's not afraid to embrace new challenges,
Right.
push himself outside of his comfort zone.
Right.
He's constantly learning and evolving,
And that's something.
just something we could all aspire to.
Yeah, absolutely. This deep dive has been so eye-opening.
It is a fascinating story.
It's incredible how much one person
It is.
can accomplish
It is.
in a lifetime.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen Kasparov as a chess prodigy,
Yeah.
a world champion,
Wow.
a political activist,
Yeah.
and a thought leader on technology.
It's amazing.
It is a testament
It is.
to his relentless curiosity, his willingness to challenge the status quo,
Yeah.
and his ability to transform setbacks into opportunities
Yeah,
for growth.
it is.
So what does this all mean for us?
Yeah. What can we learn from all this?
What can we take away
What can we take away?
from Kasparov's extraordinary life? I think one of the most important takeaways is the power of resilience.
Yeah.
You know, Kasparov faced numerous challenges
He did.
throughout his life, from intense rivalries to political persecution.
Right.
But he never gave up.
Yeah.
He used each setback
He did.
as fuel to come back stronger and more determined.
It's like he has this inner drive
Yes.
that just keeps pushing him forward.
Yeah.
No matter what the obstacle.
No matter what.
And it's not just about bouncing back from setbacks.
Right.
It's about using those experiences.
to learn and grow.
Yeah. It's inspiring, really.
Yeah.
He could have just rested on his laurels, you know,
Yeah.
as a chess champion.
Absolutely.
But he chose to use his platform to advocate for what he believes in,
He did.
to challenge himself, you know, intellectually and push the boundaries of human potential.
Absolutely.
Kasparov's story reminds us that growth and change
Yeah.
are like continuous processes.
It's not a destination.
It's not like you reach a certain point
Right.
and then you just stop.
You got to keep going.
Yeah, you got to keep learning.
Keep learning, keep growing.
Embrace lifelong learning,
Absolutely.
constantly seeking out new challenges and evolving as individuals.
Yeah.
He seems to embody this idea that we should never stop learning,
Never.
never stop pushing ourselves,
Yeah.
and that even when we face setbacks,
We're going to face setbacks.
those experiences can be valuable lessons.
Absolutely. Sometimes the best lessons.
Right? In disguise.
Yeah.
So thinking about Kasparov's willingness to face down like powerful opponents, whether it's Karpov, you know,
Yeah.
across the chessboard, or an authoritarian regime, like makes you wonder,
It does.
what can we learn from his approach
Yeah.
to facing challenges?
Well, I mean, one key takeaway is that courage isn't the absence of fear.
Okay.
It's the willingness to act despite it.
Wow.
Kasparov faced real dangers
Yeah.
and consequences for his activism.
Right.
Yet he persevered. You know, his courage wasn't reckless. It
Yeah.
was informed by his strategic thinking and this, like, unwavering commitment to his values.
Wow. So it's not just about being fearless.
No.
It's about using our intellect and values
Yeah.
as guiding principles.
Yeah, when confronting challenges.
Yeah. That's a powerful lesson. And it's easy to feel overwhelmed
It is.
by, you know, the problems in the world.
The problems of the world.
Or even just like our own personal struggles.
Yeah, yeah.
But Kasparov's story reminds us that one person
One person.
can make a difference.
Absolutely.
It's about recognizing that we all have a role to
They
play
do.
in shaping the world around us.
Absolutely.
Whether it's advocating for social justice,
Yeah.
promoting ethical technology, or simply striving to be better versions of ourselves.
Different versions, yeah.
Like every action, every conversation
It all matters.
can contribute to positive change.
It does.
So if even a chess grandmaster faces setbacks,
Yeah.
how can we apply Kasparov's resilience to our own lives?
It's a good question.
Think about a time you faced a challenge,
Yeah.
big or small. Did you let it defeat you?
Yeah. Did you just give up?
Or did you find a way to learn and grow from it?
That's the question.
It's about shifting our perspective,
It is.
right? Instead of viewing setbacks as failures,
Yeah. Reframe it
we can reframe them as opportunities
as operating
for learning and development.
Absolutely.
It's about asking ourselves, like, what can I learn from this?
What can I learn?
How can I use this to become stronger and more resilient?
Exactly.
That's a great question for all of us
It is.
to consider.
Because we all face them.
Right, because we all face challenges
You do.
in life.
Yeah.
But Kasparov's story shows us that we have the power to choose how we respond.
We do.
You know, we can choose to be defined by our setbacks,
Yeah.
or we can choose to rise above them.
You have the power.
Kasparov's life has been anything
Oh, yeah.
but ordinary.
From prodigy to world champion,
Yeah.
from activist to author.
He demonstrates the power of embracing challenges,
Yeah.
using setbacks as fuel for growth,
Yeah.
constantly evolving.
Uh-huh.
This deep dive has been fascinating.
It has been a really good one.
To say the least, I hope it sparked your curiosity.
Yeah.
To learn more about Garry Kasparov,
Oh, yeah. Check out his books.
his books offer incredible insights into so many things.
They do.
Chess strategy, decision-making, leadership technology, and the lessons he's learned
Yeah.
throughout his extraordinary journey.
I hope this deep dive has inspired you.
I do.
To reflect on your own approach to challenges.
Right. Like, how can you cultivate resilience in your own life?
Yeah.
What challenges are you ready to embrace?
Are you ready?
And how can you use your voice and actions to make a positive impact
A positive impact.
on the world around you?
That's the question.
That's it for our deep dive
Into Garry Kasparov.
into the world of Garry Kasparov.
Fascinating guy.
We hope you've enjoyed the journey,
We'll see you next time
and we'll see you next time
for another deep dive.
for another fascinating exploration